There was a really interesting stat that popped up on BBC yesterday, and I wondered if you guys had seen it. And it was around Arne Slot and his start as Liverpool manager versus the other greatest starts of Premier League or league title eras. Sorry, I've got to zoom this one in a bit, so bear with me. Premier League leaders after 12 games. Manchester United had, in 1993-94, had a 9-point gap to second place and finished first. Manchester City in 2017-2018 had an 8-point gap at this point in the league over the nearest rival. They finished first. Liverpool in 2019-2020 had an 8-point gap and finished first. Chelsea in 14-15, 6-point gap first. Newcastle United 95-96, 5-point gap second. Manchester City 2011-2012, 5-point gap first. Liverpool 24-25, right now 8-point gap. Where are we going to finish? Well, history would show that more often than not we'd finish first, but I want to just say one thing to you guys. The next week in the league, never mind the Madrid stuff, in the league, the next week's huge. Because we have the potential to go 11 clear of Man City. And then we've got Newcastle at St James's Park. And yes, they're losing tonight. But there's also potential for this to go south quite quickly. And if we lost to City and the gap went down to 5, and if we drew or lost at Newcastle, that gap could be down to 3 or 4 points. So, or excuse me, 3 or, what would it be if we beat them? 8-5, 5-3, 3. Could be down to, 3. So we've got to make sure that over these next two, we don't lose to Manchester City, but beat them by all accounts would be great. And then we got to ram home that. And if we can get through this Sunday against City and that trip to St James's Park and come out of that with 4 points, maybe 6, but let's say 4, I think we're winning the league at that point. I really, really do. But there's a long way to go. But this is a big week for us.